Oh, no, we're not started yet. Yep. Now we are live. Hello, hello. Welcome, wonderful entrepreneur ladies. So excited for you guys to be here. We said, okay, I've got some things popping up right now. Oh my goodness. Hey, so I am Brenda Gagne. No, I got married. I am Brenda Glover. That's so fun. I'm Brenda Glover, and I haven't done a live in probably a year and a half, maybe even more. I am new to this group, and I'm so excited to actually be here. So thanks for you guys that are hopping on here. Let me know if you're catching the replay for those of you that are coming on a little bit later. I am in Tampa, Florida. I also live in Conway, Arkansas. I have two houses. I bounce back and forth. Right now I'm in Florida. It's actually starting to get cool, which is pretty exciting. And so I have a lot of wonderful things that I really want to talk to you about today. And so at any time, if you have any questions or anything, certainly you can put them into the comments. I will go through and look at them later on. But first off, I just wanted to say that since I am new to this group, I wanted to introduce myself for a second, but then also to say that I'm going to be going live in here once a week. That is our allotted time, but it's so exciting for me to actually come back into a group like this, especially women. I've been working with very big businesses for the last few years. I've actually been an entrepreneur since 2009. I've been doing so much stuff for such a long time in a very male-dominated space. So to come into this women's group is so amazing to see all these wonderful support that's going on here. So I'm really excited about that. But also to bring what it is that I know that I've learned from these huge businesses, working inside of them, coming into the smaller, small businesses. That's why I'm here. It's my heart and my passion. And ever since COVID, with so many people struggling with their businesses, all of the strategies and the things that I've been able to help the big businesses do, they all still work with the small businesses. And that's really why I'm here and what I want to share with you today. So I do have my notes. So if I look over here just a little bit, it's because I'm not sharing my screen. Usually I have presentations, but today I'm just kind of coming in here and going live. And so the thing that I'm looking at right now, I can't actually see the comments, so I'm going to work on that. So just kind of bear with me on that. But if you're saying something, I'm not ignoring you at this moment. They're not coming through, so I will work out the technical stuff like that. But what I want to do is come in here right now and really start thinking about you and your business, because why, right? We are at the end of 2021. We're about to head into 2022 at the time of this recording. Right now, it is December 21st. We got 10 days left. And a lot of people at this time of the year will start to slow down. They gear up, and then this is the time right now, this week and next week, to slow down, family, and all that stuff's really important. Traveling is always very important. But the one thing you don't want to do is completely stop thinking and planning about your business. This is actually the time that you really want to start putting things in place, foundations, trainings, whatever it is, to get yourself geared up so that when January 1st hits, you're not being like, okay, it's time for me to start thinking about this year. Let's make some New Year's resolutions. No, when January 1st hits, you are ready to go with a plan of attack, with a plan of action. And that's what I want to give you today. And the title of thing is what? The five marketing strategies to focus on, like your marketing strategies for sales. Sales gives you revenue, but we're not going to just be talking about revenue. We're also going to be talking about profits, because at the end of the day, revenue doesn't matter. And I've just seen it so many times over and over. Many of our clients have been like, they hit that $1 million mark, whether it's $1 million in a year, $1 million in a month, and they're so excited to say that, but they are still not being able to make ends meet at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And there's nothing fun about saying, hey, I've made $1 million and yet I still can't pay my bills. So really, it's not just the sales, that we don't want to talk about just sales. So when we're talking about marketing strategy, there's some things that you want to think about so that you're not just constantly throwing out the marketing, because you want to make sure that you're, not ending upside down. So that's what we're going to be talking about right here. So that being said, thank you guys that are being on here. And so I'm going to just jump right into it, because I want to make sure that I'm respectful of your time, as well as the allotted time that I have. And I'm not going to go on tangents. So there's 5 areas of your business. These are 5 areas that if you focus on these 5 areas, and so if you got some notes or something, or if you're like driving or whatever, you might want to come back to this video because these are going to be like really, you do this, your business is guaranteed double, triple for next year. Promise you that. Okay. So these 5 areas, these are the most important 5 areas that you only want to focus on. If you've heard of the Pareto principle, that 80-20% rule, right? 80% of your results come from the 20% actions that you do. That is this. The 20% of your time, energy, and attention and focus are on these 5 areas. So I'm going to go over these 5 areas, and then inside these 5 areas, there's actually 12 very proven areas that we've pulled out. So I'm going to kind of give you all of the goods right here. This is a little bit higher level thinking. I do have an assessment. It's completely free that you can actually go through and assess your own business in all these areas. So that'll be super helpful for you. It's a giveaway, obviously, but we used to charge for it, and we've been able to automate it because we are coming down to the smaller businesses. I want more people to be able to do this, so I was able to automate it. So it's the concepts here that you really want to be thinking about. So, all right, what are the areas that you need to focus on? Not so much your payroll, not your operations, not your content. I mean, content's important, not the editing, not all. We have so much stuff that we have to do as a business owner, right? We know that. Plus, a lot of us are wives or partners or moms or grandmas we have a lot of stuff going on in our life, right? So if you can narrow in that focus to have these things right down, and it's like, is my time being spent on all 5 of these? It's definitely going to help. So the first one, flat out, leads. It's number 1, right? You gotta be spending focused time on generating leads. I think we all know that. It's common sense, but how much of your time is actually dedicated to lead generation, right? And so I have a couple questions that you can ask yourself in a little bit. But leads, if you don't have leads, if you don't have a consistent source of leads coming in, it brings up a lot of struggle. That's the lifeblood of your business. And so if you're not having that consistent lead flow coming in, you know what else is going to start coming in? Doubt, thoughts, I'm not good enough, this isn't working. It's hard to build a consistent business without leads. So that's the first one, lead generation. You got to be on it. I'll give you guys some more things about that, but just know, yep, I got to be focusing on my leads. Okay, now where do I get leads? How do I do that? I've got a lot of resources for that. But again, for this little tiny training right here, we're going to go a little bit umbrella to make sure that these are the things you're focused on for the next year. Okay, so first one is leads, right? The second one is conversions. Okay, so I don't have my notes. I don't have like stuff to show you. So maybe I'll come back in here and type it out. But conversions, you're getting these leads, you're getting, people coming onto your email list. That's awesome. Phone numbers, however a lead comes to you. If you're not turning that lead into a sale, you're not converting them, it doesn't do any good. You can't pay your bills with, hey, I have this email list of 1,000 people. That doesn't do anything. And so how are you taking those leads and converting them into sales? Is it working? How long is that process for you? Is it a 2-day process? Is it a month process? Is it automated? What is that? Can you do it better? Can you do it faster? Those are the things to think about conversions. Are you in the actual conversion process? Can conversions happen without you talking to somebody? So these are just questions to think about. So leads first, and then conversions, turning those leads into sales. Next one, obviously transactions, right? Okay, so you got these leads came in, you're converting them, you're getting transactions. That's awesome. We like transactions. Transactions is money, right? However, can you increase those transactions? Can you make the transactions bigger? Can you have more of those transactions? Those are things to be thinking about working on your business, not in your business, on your business. And so transactions, those are very important. Can you raise your prices? Can you have more? All of those different things. I'm actually going to talk about that in a second. All right. Third, so we got leads, conversions, transactions. Number 4 is your pricing. I did just mention that, but your pricing. Pricing matters a lot. And unfortunately, most people are trying to discount a lot, especially these days with times being hard. Let's do some discounts. Let's try some things. There's a lot to be said for raising your prices and raising the perceived value without meaning extra work on your part, for sure. There's a lot of ways to do that. And so your pricing structure really does matter. Whether you're split testing that, whether you're not, focusing on your prices and being willing to change them and test them and see, focusing your time in that area right there. And then the last one, number 5, focusing on your profits. Okay, because again, at the end of the day, if you're making all these sales and you're getting transactions and you're having these people come through and they're buying more and you're having all of this revenue, but yet it's costing you so much, maybe you're doing paid ads, or maybe, the price that you're paying for these leads, it's turning yourself upside down, or you just have a profit margin that is this big. It's really hard to sustain yourself that way. So profits matter. Okay, so Those right there are like the big umbrella 5. Those are the 5 areas that if you're not focused on those areas at least once a week on your calendar, paying attention, like I'm going to be working on my business today, not in it, and I'm going to say, okay, leads, right? Leads, conversions, transactions, pricing, and profits. Those are my 5 things that I'm going to focus on. That is, if you're not doing that right now, you want to add that to your calendar. But you might be like, okay, well, that's like huge umbrella. When I sit down at my computer, when I sit down with my notepad, what's the next step? That's important. That's the biggest thing helping clients is like when you sit down, you need to know exactly what you're doing. And so that's the next part of this, okay? The next part is inside those five main areas, there's literally like thousands of things you could do. There's thousands of ways to generate leads. There's thousands of ways that you could convert these leads, all of those things, right? We have all of these things that you're supposed to be doing, need to be doing. So where should you really focus your efforts? If you're going to take an hour to focus it on leads, what are you going to do about that? How are you going to do it? Where is that? That is where, when you looked at my description right here, the 12 actually show up. There's 12 proven strategies. So I've worked with hundreds and thousands of clients over the last 12 years now. And what we've noticed is that helping people make sure they have all of these 12, which fit into those 5, it's like the key formula. Okay. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk through what these 12 actual areas are that fit into those 5. Okay. Because this is like your roadmap. This is your roadmap for 2022. You can't put all these 12 strategies into place if you don't have them right now in like the first month. Normally, all of these 12 things I'm going to go through can take someone maybe even a full 6 to 8, 12 months, just depending on how established they are. So depending on your business, you might start to hear some of these 12 that I'm going to go over and say like, yep, okay, I have that. Or, oh gosh, no, I don't have that. I know I'm supposed to have that, but I don't really have that right now. Or I don't even know where to start on that one, right? Those might be thoughts that are going through your head, which is totally normal, but I'm not coming in here with empty-handed. There is an assessment that it's completely for free. And so I'll be able to give you that. You can go take this assessment. You can go watch these videos and learn a little bit on how you can implement these 12 completely on your own. Okay. And so the other thing is, if you're not an established business yet, if you're really just coming in here and you're in this group and you're starting to learn, be like, okay, well, 2022, I need a marketing strategy. Am I going to go on Facebook? Am I going to do content? Am I going to do paid ads? Maybe I should do some of those YouTube videos, or all reels and TikToks are like a really big deal right now. Yes, those are marketing strategies, but the whole goal for that is to be getting some leads to come in, right? Yes, branding, that's important, but the 5 areas that we want to focus on, the marketing strategy doesn't matter so much, because if you're going to get those leads to come in, are you converting them? Are you at the right price point? Can you get more from them? All of those 5 should be in play. So if you're new to your business, or you're kind of just still, kind of going up and down, these are the things that you want to keep in mind to start structuring out your business. So maybe you're like, I don't even have a product right now, or I'm making my product. As you start creating your coaching program, or as you start creating, the physical thing that you're starting to drop ship, whatever it is that you're doing, you can start asking yourself some of these next things, and you can put them into place. So this information is really valuable no matter where you are in your business. You can evaluate, yep, I'm doing that right now. No, I'm not really doing that. Or be like, wow, that's cool. I'm glad I learned about that. I will put that in place. Okay. So that being said, what I want to do now is talk about what are these 12 areas, because these are the 12 areas that are completely proven to give you that most bang for your buck, to increase those profits. Okay, not working longer hours, not spending more money. We are absolutely not talking about spending more money outside your business to fix this. One of the businesses I worked with, they're making about $300,000 a month. And we came in, my husband and I, we came in and just worked on their systems, worked on some of these 12 things. And within 3 months, they're making $1.4 million a month. All right. That is a massive jump in just 3 months. I mean, those numbers might be huge to you. You could take off a couple zeros. That doesn't matter. It's the huge jump because we worked on the systems inside of there. Okay. And so that's what these are right here. So again, I don't have like the slides to share with you right now, but I'm going to be sharing with you how you can go learn more about these completely for free on your own time. And I highly suggest you do. It's the reason we made it for free, because we used to charge for it. And we used to do this like one-on-one with the businesses. And now we're not doing that. So you can kind of go through it on your own time. Lots of value in here for you. If you implement this stuff, big time. All right, so I'm looking at my time. I want to make sure I'm not going over. So I've got 10 minutes to go through these 12. I'm not going to go through them super in depth, and it's going to be quick. I talk fast, right? So what are these 12? When we take our clients that come through and they're like, hey, I'm making 500,000 right now, and I want to be making 800,000 by the next 2 months. What can we do? This is the area that we take them through. These 12 things. Now, here's the thing. The 12 things that I'm about to tell you, it's never in the same order for the same business. Every business is unique. Every business is different. That's why we have to assess them. That's why we do that, which is why I have this assessment for you, okay? So in no particular order are these 12, except for number one. Number one is consistently number one in every single business, and that is your market dominating position, your MDP. Some people, you've maybe heard of the USP. That's your unique selling proposition, and that's totally cool. That's not this. Who are you in the market? So you're a healer, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a graphic designer, you're a real estate, you're a lawyer. Like, who are you, right? That is not your market dominating position. Why are you different from the 20 other people that show up in that business listing? How can I look at what you do, who you are, what you say, your tagline? How can I look at you and instantaneously say, oh, I need to pick you. Christina, you got it. That's who I'm going to go with. That's your market dominating position. You are hitting the hot buttons that are inside your prospects, your perfect buyer, your prospect, your market dominating position. When they go to your website, when they go to your Facebook profile, when they go to learn more about you, they immediately know through your little tagline, whatever it is, who you are, how you can help them, and why they need you. And that's your market dominating position. You fix that and you get that on point, everything else happens so much easier. I used to tell people, like, hey, you want to triple your results without doing anything else? Fix your market dominating position, because that's what can happen. So it's pretty powerful. How do you do that? What do you say? All of those things. The assessment that I'm going to give you has little training videos as you go through the assessment to help you with that, okay? And again, this is all completely free. So market dominating position, that is the first, almost always when you work on that. And we all know that, like, oh yeah, I'm a business consultant. I could tell people, hey, I'm a business consultant. Yay. Oh, I help you double your profits in 90 days with simple systems. Well, that's a little bit different, right? That's a little bit better right there. Oh, I help plumbers double their profit, right? You see where I'm going, getting narrow on that. I don't want to go into a teaching thing. That's a whole training all on its own, but that's number one, market dominating position. Okay. Number two, and again, now we're kind of getting into different, this is not always number two, but I'm just going to go over them in order. So number two is lead generation. We already said that's one of the 5, right? You got to focus on leads. But inside your lead generation, what kind of lead attempt are you doing? Are you going direct response, where it's like, I have this problem, you have the solution, click here and go get it now, direct response? Or are you more kind of the engagement type, where you're putting the attraction marketing out there, people are coming to you? How are you doing that? Is it effective? That's the lead generation. And there's different ways that you could be more effective on different platforms, okay? So that's number 2, lead generation. I'm looking at my time. Okay, number 3, alliances and joint ventures. We all know referrals are awesome, and it's really cool to ask for referrals, but if you can set up some JVs or some JVs, joint ventures, or an alliance where, like, hey, I'm a real estate agent and I only work with lawyers. Let's just use that, right? Okay, well, you happen to be a mindset coach specifically for lawyers. There's a win-win scenario in there. If you can create some kind of win-win scenarios, and I definitely do this with our clients too, like, oh, well, you're a carpet cleaner in Arkansas and we've helped you fix your business. And so you know what, if you have other business owners, you then refer them to us, we'll give you a kickback. We will have anybody here go to you. You create some of those JV relationships. There's no extra work out of your pocket. That's like free money and free people coming to you. Very powerful right there. Do you have them set up? Do you even know how to approach people, right? So those are different things to think about. Next one, number 4, digital marketing. This one is a very big one. Obviously, it encompasses the internet, but it's big. When someone goes to your website, do you have a website? If they're going to your website, are you being able to collect a lead? Are you giving away a freebie that is actually going to, increase that conversion rate? Do you have to be involved in the process? What is that digital marketing look like? Do you look like everybody else that's out there? A lot of people do. When I do website critiques, a lot of people just look very similar. And it's because, unless you go through all of this training, you kind of go and look and see what other people are doing and like, okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different, but you don't stand out enough. So your digital marketing, and the next question is, are you out there? Do you have your website? Do you have a sales funnel? You should have a sales funnel. Where do you go to create those? How do you do that? These are all trainings. And if you guys want to know more about this, give me some topics. I will come in here every week and give you some awesome value, okay? All right, here's the next one now. Compelling offer. Not specifically like maybe your product, but when we were starting working with some local businesses, there's a lot of like, call for your free estimate, or we'll come out and give you a free estimate, or call to schedule now. It's like these people aren't ready to be calling or scheduling or doing anything. They just want more information. Are you able to have something in this offer when someone goes to your website and you've done all of these things where they're like, oh, I do want that. 10 tips to make my Facebook Lives even better? Yes. And inside this group, I've noticed people are really good on creating some of those great little offers. Are you correlating that into your website? Are you correlating into that to your audience? So that's important. All right. What are we on? 1, 2, I didn't number these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. Okay, the drip campaign. This one's massive. We all know the fortune is in the follow-up. We all know that, right? But do you have a follow-up? Is your follow-up happening random, just whenever you kind of think about it? Do you have it set up to go out automatic? Is it effective? Drip campaigns are so important these days. This is an entire topic all on its own, but those drip campaigns, do you have it? Is it set up? Could it be better? Is it working? Do you know how to track that? Can you look at your analytics? All of those things. And so are you doing it manually, or is it stuff that's just happening random, right? So the drip campaign is very good. And a buyer drip campaign. Let's say you do have somebody come in as a buyer. Are you following up with them? Is there other things that you could be doing? That's a very important, which then leads us into 2 other ones. They're very similar, so I'm going to kind of put them together. One of them is an upsell, and one of them is a downsell. All right, I think they're pretty, it's like, I think we all know by now, hey, would you like some fries with that? That's the upsell, right? Someone's coming to you and you have a solution for their problem, right? That's why you're in business. And they say, yes, I want to buy this. Okay. Are you immediately offering them that fries? Would you like this with that? Hey, you know what? I have a 3-month coaching program that I'm going to help you go through all of this and learn how to. And they're like, yeah, I really, really want that. Perfect. Okay. They come in, they said, yep, it's $9.97 a month. They're in. They hit that buy now button. The next one is like, hey, you're already committed to paying $9.97 a month. Would you prefer to get the lifetime deal for $2,000 right now? Pretty impressive stuff. Like, that's the kind of things, that's just an upsell. Hey, would you like some of our done for you products that we can have? Hey, would you like a template? All of these Canva templates, would you like them for an additional $97? People are very willing to pay for done for you stuff. So do you have any of those upsells? What if somebody was like, I would love to be in your coaching program, but oh my gosh, I don't have $9.97 at all. That sounds so great. I'll go save up for it. Do you have a downsell? Do you have something else? Be like, you know what? Totally understand. How about you just get your foot in the door and we have the discovery package where you get the first 3 modules for $297. Would that be better? So you're, hey, at least you got that $297 from them. Upsell, downsell. These are all the 12 strategies where you will be increasing, there's a couple more, you'll be increasing your profits because you're working on the systems inside your business. You're not just going out and spending money on advertising and getting more leads coming through, okay? We got 3 more, but I will be quick. Increasing your prices just instantaneously. You increase your prices, you're going to increase your profits. However, people are usually scared to increase their price, whether it is a worthiness thing or whether if they don't believe their product is good enough. But if you increase the value enough and you increase the offer enough, that perceived value, they would be very willing to tip that scale and say, I will give you $5,000 for this absolutely all day long. I've made, I mean, I'm not talking about myself, but I've made $5,000 sales all the time through an automated video that talks all about why, and I've never talked to the person. Why? Because the offer is so amazing, okay? So increasing your prices can be an amazing, easy, very easy way to obviously increase your revenue and your profit. Opposite, cutting your costs. Not cutting your prices, but cutting your costs. Look at your assets. Look and see what you have going on inside your business. Where are you spending money that you don't need to be spending money? What subscriptions are running that you might use one day that you're not really using? Cutting your costs, one of the biggest, easiest ones that people can right off the bat increase profits. The last one is bundling. Putting together specific event-based marketing. Hey, it's the New Year's coming up. Here's our New Year's special, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or just random birthday events or anything like that. Bundling. Okay. Whew. Those are the 12 areas inside of the 5. If you are just coming in here and you're catching this, there's a lot of amazing information. These are the strategies that you want to focus on for 2022, right? This was umbrella. This was very like, wow, okay, that's a lot. What I'd love to do, like I told you, we have a free assessment. I would love for you to be able to just go through on your own. Each one of these, I have an automated assessment. We used to have to do this, and that's why we charge for it. But we bought a software that's going through this entire thing. You can go through it. Each one of these things, my husband created a little video explaining a little bit more about this, how to answer those questions. And here's what it's going to do. It's completely free. You go to profitaccelerationsystems.com. That's our business, profitaccelerationsystems.com. I'll come back in here and I'll put it into the comments afterwards. And when you go there, you'll see this whole bundle. Hey, we talk about it. I created a bundle. You'll see it. We did charge for it. It is now free right now. That's why I'm coming in here and talking about it. But what you'll be able to do is you can get a very detailed report of everything that I just said. So if you like to read, then you can go through here. Alicia, I just saw that show up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So there is in this bundle, you'll get the report. If you like to read it, you can read it. Go take the assessment. You can look through the videos. You don't have to watch the videos, but they're very helpful. This is how you can structure your business. What you're going to do when you finish that, it's going to take you a little bit of time, but dude, invest in yourself right now in this time because it's free. You are going to thank yourself, okay? What we will do on our end is this software, which I love this software. It will print out a 12-month roadmap. It will take all of these 12 areas and say, hey, based on your answers, this is where you need to work on number 1. This is where you need to work on number 2. And it'll give you the timeline on how long it's going to take you. It's very sophisticated software. It's pretty awesome. And again, I'm giving it away for free, honestly, because we are trying to help small business. My husband and I, we are trying to get this information because it is so important and people don't talk about this stuff because it's a little bit high level, but it's so important and it's not that hard to implement, okay? So profitaccelerationsystems.com. You'll go there. You'll see my picture, my husband on there. You'll see the bundle that we created. It's free. Opt in. You'll get the freebie. You'll see a little video about us, and you can go take the assessment on your own time. And then it'll print out the entire 12-month roadmap. We will be giving that to you. And so literally, you can take it and run with it. And it's just, I want to get this information out, which is why I'm here. And I'm excited for people to go through it. It is a game changer. It is an absolute game changer. Stop focusing on what's not going to work in your business. Like people start working on like these, I gotta make sales. I gotta make sales. I gotta make sales. I gotta fix my Facebook ad. I gotta fix my Facebook ad. I mean, how many times I've told you I've fixed Facebook ads for people and it's like your ad is actually perfect. Your ad, do you even know what your numbers are perfect on here? What's not working is you're not converting anybody because your offer is incongruent. You have a bad offer. Oh, they're focusing their time on the wrong areas. We don't want to do that. We don't have time to be wasting time right now. And so there you go. ProfitAccelerationSystems.com. You can go take that assessment, opt in, read more about these 12 things. If you would just prefer to do that, you don't have to take the assessment. You can just read through it. And happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for your time and attention. If you caught the end of this video, I highly suggest you go back to the replay. I know it's just going to kind of probably just stay up here. I think that's how it usually works. And if you have any questions, send me a message. I would be happy to help you, guide you in any direction. And I just thank you for your time and attention. I will be back here next week with my next training, which I don't know what the topic might be. I'll just take any suggestions from you guys in the group. You can send me a message. Otherwise, I got a lot of cool things that I could share. And I love talking about mindset stuff too. So you could do all of these things. And if you don't have the proper mindset, sometimes it doesn't work. So I love talking about that as well. So yeah, great information for you guys. Go implement this. Go back again. I was just going to say, go back again and listen. But no, go in and opt in to Profit Acceleration System, profitacceleration.com. I will put the link inside the comments here as soon as I'm done with this. Although, wait a minute. Okay, I got 1 minute left. I think it showed up and it wasn't here before. Let me see. Look at that. I can do it while I'm live. Yep, I got it for you. There it is, profitacceleration.com. Go there, opt in, put your name and email in there. There's nothing to buy. You can't buy anything. There's nothing for sale. So there you go. And thank you for your time and attention. I will see you in the group, and have a wonderful day and week and a holiday week.